This is a brief tutorial to show you how you can do research on the topic for your research paper. The tool we're going to use is the National University Library, which you can find on the NU website. So if you haven't done so already, you want to just type in www.nu.edu. You'll see this page, which I'm on now, and then you find the library link here at the top in about the center, a little bit to the right. And you click on that link and it provides a new page, which is the library for the NU library system. And here on the left you'll see a series of links. You'll see one item called Browse, and under Browse the first one is All Resources. So I want to click on that, and this takes me to a new page which lists all the resources, and they're listed alphabetically. So if you already know what you're looking for, you can certainly just scroll down the page. But what I'm going to do is I know what I'm looking for, so I'm going to click on the link that says E to F, and it takes me down to the different databases, and the one I want is called EBSCO, and this is for all EBSCO databases. So if I click on this link, this will take me to a different page with a list of different databases that are provided. So what I want to do is I'm going to use the very first one that's listed, which is Academic Search Premier. Now if I click on this, it opens up another page where I can start the actual search. So here in the very top in the center you see the text box where you can begin your search. So if you already have some keywords, you might want to go ahead and enter them, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing that now. So I'm going to do violence, and this is a Boolean search, and what that means is that you can use words like or and it helps to specify or clarify the type of search. So it'll include the word violence or violent and the words video, and I want to include the word behavior. So I enter all those, and then now there's different ways you can kind of create parameters for your search. So you have search modes, and again I'm using a Boolean search, so I'll leave that selected the way it is. And then under the next section you have limit your results. So if you want only full text searches or documents, then you can click there. And the next thing is scholarly peer-reviewed. I highly recommend this. Again, scholarly peer-reviewed journals are considered the most credible sources you can find, and that does factor into the grade, so you want to make sure you can try and get as many of those as you can. If you're looking for a specific publication, you can certainly enter it here, but I'm going to leave that blank. If you have criteria for the number of pages you want, but again I'm leaving that blank. And over here on the right column I'm going to leave references available blank. Now for published date, I'm going to go ahead and try and narrow it a little bit. So I'm going to say from January 2000 through January 2010. Now if you have a tremendous amount of hits from your search, you can certainly narrow it, and you can do that on the next page as well. But for now I'm going to go ahead and click on search. Wait a moment for the results to pop up, and voila, here we have it. So you can see here on the left hand side there's over 17,000 hits. Now this is a huge amount, and of course way more than anyone would need. Now if you want, you can see here where the years are listed. You can even see a lateral little bar that you can slide. So if you wanted to say only go for stuff within the last, say, 2 years, or we'll say 2008 to 2010, I would click update, and okay, so now we only have 4,300. Still a tremendous amount, but again it does narrow the field, and you can continue to narrow it in a variety of ways. But you can see a list of things, and obviously you can just see right here the title, Experimental Study of the Different Effects of Playing versus Watching Violent Video Games on Children's Aggressive Behavior. So if it's something you're interested in, what you can do is click where it says PDF full text. So this will actually open up the PDF file, and I'm going to click OK, and then I have the document. Now typically you will have an abstract. An abstract is great because it's something that will provide a summary or an overview of the entire journal without having to read it. It's usually about 1 to 2 paragraphs long. It's not very long. Gives you a good idea, and that way again, if it looks like something you want to read further, then you can. The other thing you want to do is something to keep in mind is the sources that this document used. So this is what's called a primary source. This is the actual source, and if there's any specific things from this author, that's a primary source. Now if you scroll down to the very end here, which I'm doing, you will also see all the references, and so these are also really good ways of gathering information too. So if you see something listed that looks really good, then obviously you can do a search for that. You can do it through the library or any other search engine that you think is appropriate. Okay, so that is a quick overview of how to access the library and be able to do research and focus hopefully on scholarly peer-reviewed journals. And just one other note, that if you're accessing the library off-site, so in other words not at one of the centers, you will need your 9-digit ID, and also you'll enter your 6-digit date of birth. So that's it for now. I hope this was helpful, and good luck with your paper.